Have you ever wondered why you keep dating the same person over and over again? Have you ever thought about that? Like, man, if I could only start getting attracted to or attracting people who are better for me, right? Instead of the same person that consistently creates problems in my life. Have you ever wondered why is it that we keep on falling into the same kinds of relationships over and over again? And how to make it stop? My name is Dan Mendelow, author, speaker, empowerment coach, and I've helped thousands of people rewire the way that they think so they can transform their lives. And we're going to talk about how to do this within relationships for you. So there are two ways in which people get into relationships. They either mirror each other or they complement each other. Let's go over both sides. Mirroring each other means that we attract people who are like us. But there is a powerful way to do it and a powerless way to do it. If you're doing it out of a powerless place, if you're feeling powerless, like depressed, and you attract someone who mirrors you, you're going to be attracting another depressed person. If you feel weak, if you're angry, if you're whatever it might be, you're going to attract someone who mirrors you. If that's why you bring them in, right? If you're mirroring. Now, on the other side, complementing. Complementing from a powerless place means that you bring someone in to make up for some sort of lack, something that you don't have, something that you feel like you need but cannot provide for yourself. That's why sometimes people who are upset latch on to people who are happy, like they can take some of the happiness, right? Or people who feel like failures like to latch on to people who are successes, like they can take some of it. Or people who don't feel significant like to bring in broken birds, right? They like to bring in wounded soldiers, or however you like to call it in your mind, people who need help, so that they can take care of these people, right? Because taking care of someone else will make you feel significant. You can't provide it for yourself, so you attract someone, you bring someone else in who will make you feel significant. Someone who might worship you. See how that might work? Or if we don't love ourselves, we might bring someone in who loves us, but really isn't good for us. So we have all these things, right? Maybe we feel weak, so we get attracted to someone who's powerful. But the problem is that in this kind of relationship, in this kind of give and take, the person who gives, immediately, as soon as they start giving, builds resentment for the other person. And the other person who's getting, who's taking, builds an addiction. Until you have one person who's addicted, fully addicted to the relationship and can't let go, even if it's bad, and the other person hates them. So you have this terrible setup here, right? Now, in the mirroring, in powerless mirroring, it's a little bit more challenging, right? Because both people are stuck in that powerless state. That's why they've attracted each other. And it may be a challenge to break out of it. What'll have to happen is one person starts feeling so bad that they feel like they have to break it off because everything is literally falling apart, right? Because two people in a powerless state mirroring each other usually just go down. And the rare occasion they spiral up, but mostly they spiral down. They feed into each other's negativity or powerlessness until it just falls apart, and then they break up and they change, right? So now you've seen two different ways, but let's talk about a powerful way. If you're in a powerful position, self-loving, grateful, sharing compassion, successful, whatever that means to you in any area. And if you attract someone as a mirror of you, well, you're going to attract someone who resonates on the same level, right? You're going to attract someone who else is just like that. And chances are you're going to be set up for a beautiful relationship. And if you compliment someone, or if you bring someone who compliments you, it'll be out of pure enjoyment. Because out of a powerful state, you don't need anything from anybody else. You have everything you need. You're supplying everything that you need to make yourself happy, fulfilled, successful, whatever. And so a compliment is really just enjoying, right? Like, I can think of the people who I love most in my life, they compliment me because I love watching how their minds work, right? Simple things. Like, for me, I'm not the greatest with technology. I have some amazing friends who are wizards, and I love just watching them do their thing, right? Or certain people, love doing different things with different people. Some people are amazing, amazing with children. I'm not the greatest. I love children, children love me, but I don't really understand them too well. My focus is on adults. So I love watching someone who can just handle like a crying child, a crying baby, and just like in seconds go from crying to happy and loving and everything. I just love watching that. Right? Not because I need it within me, not because I feel like I'm lacking something, just because it's awesome. So when you come from a powerful place, you will either mirror people who are like you, or you're going to attract a compliment out of pure enjoyment. So ask yourself, who have you been attracting in your life? Are they mirrors of you, or are they compliments? And was it out of powerfulness or powerlessness? Because if you're having relationships that aren't bringing you fulfillment, then you're bringing things in from a powerless state. Now here's an awesome way to think about it. If that's how that's happening, if that's what's really going on, then assume that it's happening so that you can grow out of it. Like you're attracting this person so that you can see that you're in a powerless state, and then you can heal yourself up. Right? You can find out, oh, great, I keep on attracting the same person who abuses me. Why? Am I mirroring this? Do I abuse other people? Do I abuse myself? Or am I attracting that person because they're powerful? Maybe I think I'm weak. Whatever it might be, heal that within yourself. Grow into an even more powerful place, and you will attract even more powerful people, because your mirroring or complementing will come from a different space. And you will attract and be attracted to different people. You will shift out of these old relationships into even more positive, loving, and fruitful ones. And you'll break the cycle.